It is that time once again, 90 Miles from Comics. As always, I'm your host, Chad, aka Y290, and for all the 90 holics that have been waiting in the chat, YouTube is 90. I do apologize for the long wait. My internet dropped. I cut my hand. A whole bunch of crazy crap happened, but it doesn't matter. We're live now. I'm here to talk comic books with you guys in the chat in this incredible panel. And you guys know, as always, I can't have a Tuesday night without this guy. He's the captain himself of the Funk Ship Troopers, the El Capitan Javier, the conquistador himself. What is going on, Javi?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Glad to be here on a Tuesday night, hanging out with everybody on the panel. Tuesday Night Titans represent.
Woo!
Woo! And I got the fish stream in the background, so I'm ready to do this. Talk some comics.
All right, let's do it, Javi. And as always, brother, thank you for being here. It is great to have you once again on this Tuesday. And you already know the next guy coming up, he deemed it the Tuesday Night Titans. It couldn't happen without him, of course. It's the one, the only, D-Hide. What's going on, D-Hide?
Yeah. What's going on? Just ready. It's Tuesday time. Tuesday time, Titans, time to talk comics. That works, right? Everybody likes that? All right, that's good.
Tuesday time, talk comics. Look at you.
Oh, I'm just in it. Tuesday time, talk comics. Yeah.
Look at that guy. He's ready to talk comics. I hope you guys are ready to talk comics. And I know this next guy, he's ready to talk comics because that's what he does outside of cramping. It's the one, the only, highly a comic, bro. What's going on?
Tuesday Night Comics. What's up, everybody? The new, clean shaven look.
Yo, what happened to the dyed beard, bro? Everyone was digging it.
Dude, that was horrible, bro. That was nasty. That lasted a few hours and it was gone. If you guys want to check it out, check out Silver Age Sunday on Javi's Conquistadors channel, so you can get a look at it.
Yo, it looked hilarious, by the way. When you sent me that picture, I was dying. You look ridiculous, brother.
It was ugly, bro.
Yeah, you look ridiculous, but it's all right. You're looking a lot better now. And this next guy looks a ton better than you. I'm for sure about that. But I want to send out a very special thank you and welcome him to 90 MF Comics. He's making his full first appearance on the show. It's the one, the only Rockin' Robbie Billups from Pop Culture Philosopher. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
excited to be here.
No, we're excited to have you, man. You had me on your show a week ago. I'm so happy to have you on my show now. It's Tuesday night. We're ready to do this. Talk some comic books. It's the eve before New Comic Book Day, which is not coming for anyone because we all know that, right? Diamond is shut down. And there's some other news that we're going to talk about in the 90 Newswire a little later. But before we get there, let's go ahead and talk about some of the things we've been reading, some of the things we've been picking up. I know my brother, Javi, said he's been doing a little reading. So, Javi, let the people know what you've been reading, brother.
Yeah. Last Thursday, we did Oprah Boys Book Club. Me, Derek, and Kirk.
Boys?
That's right. Kirk, Mindshift, Comics on the Mind. So I did do some reading. Derek recommended this to me, X-Ray Robot.
One Step Beyond.
Yeah. Hialeah called it out. The ska cover or the ska homage cover. But yeah, it was a great read. Very, very interesting stuff. Super good sci-fi story, and it's only going to be 4 issues. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be like something that I can complete fairly quickly. And yeah, I'm pretty excited to see what goes on in the second issue. It's just pretty much a guy gets trapped in these like alternate dimensions, and there's like alternate realities, and just what you would expect from a sci-fi robot story. So yeah, pretty good stuff from there. I haven't read this, but this is something I'm excited to read. I think I showed this off last week. If anybody's heard of it, AWA Upshot Publishing.
Yeah, I've been meaning to. How is that? I wanted to pick it up.
I started it. I didn't finish it. So I still need to read through the whole thing. It was good from what I read, but I still need to read through it and give it my full opinion on it. And something that I still haven't read, which I'm excited for, is Decorum.
That was good.
That was good, Hylia.
Yeah, I liked it.
I love that cover.
And besides that, just doing some Silver Age reading. I read some Tales to Astonish and things like that. So doing reading here and there for sure.
Hey, well, Javi's a busy man between the Conquistador channel, trying to get Oprah Boys Book Club going. And of course, I know you're working outside of that. So, the pile's slowly dwindling down, but some great stuff. Have you picked up anything in the last few days or weeks, Javi, that you want to show off?
Everything's pretty much put away from what I picked up. Let me see if I can show off something really quick. I did do some eBay purchases.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I picked this up a few weeks ago.
Hold on. Let me bring you up. Oh, you did show that off. Beautiful cover, man.
I did show that off a few weeks ago. But as far as all my new stuff and things like that, I've been like, that's what I've been really focusing on and harping down on, is just like getting all my stuff organized.
And you have the time to do that now, right? With the whole quarantine, having to stay home, you can't go out. So you've been organizing those books?
Oh yeah. It's getting and I'm planning this whole back wall area to kind of do like a remodeling and have my long boxes, which are now on the floor right here, try and get them propped up on maybe some comic book drawers and something like that, getting still staying creative.
Cool. All right, nice, yo. And I know you're being creative with the guitar as well. You're still throwing out a few licks out there, brother.
That's right, man. Always gotta stay jamming every day. Gotta keep the craft up.
Well, once this whole quarantine thing's over, we need to jam. It's been too long, Javi. We got to make that happen.
I know Boy Who Had 7 was trying to set something up, maybe via YouTube, and I got to get in contact with him. I know he reached out to me.
Just so you know, he reached out to your boy 90, and I let him know that the band might be getting together for that. So, yeah, we're making that happen, because if we got a live stream at Bubba's house or at Juice's house, we're gonna make that happen, bro. I think that's the way we go.
Yeah,
not
to get too off topic, but it's still kind of comic book related. Z Collects. Shout out to Z Collect on their auction last night. They were playing the 90 Miles from Cuba soundtrack.
Shout out to Z Collects, because the last 3 weeks he's been playing 90 Miles from Cuba, bro. And if you guys don't know, Javi and I are in a band called 90 Miles from Cuba. You can go check it out on SoundCloud. We jam, music, comic books. That's what we do. And if it wasn't for music, me and Javi would have never met each other. So music is definitely a passion of ours. And 90 Miles from Cuba, go check it out. And shout out to Z Collects. And you know what? Before we get to the next guy talking about what they read, let's shout out the chat, man. We got some beautiful people hopping into the chat. I was just waiting a little bit so people can get in here. But we got the one, the only. He was the first member of the RWO, Rude World Order, because your boy 90 is nothing but rude. I got my boy Funk Comics, and I hope he's on that jam session with us. We got to get him in on that, because I don't know if you follow him, Javi, but bro, this guy rips space, man. Like he puts me to sleep for sure. Like not even a question, bro. Like if you guys start jamming with him, 90's losing a job. So shout out to Funk's Comics. Thank you for being here. We got the one, the only, the immortal Biggie Shaq. We got Sharon, Life with Two YouTubers, and Biggie Shaq, two-time Hunt World Champion. I got to just give him that shout out real quick. Of course, Hialeah throwing the wrenches down in the chat. The one, the only Steve Whiting, and I got an A-OK from that guy, and we're going to be showing that off a little later. You best believe that. We got the one and the only Brian, Take the Time Collectibles. Shout out to Brian from Phil's Comics down here in South Florida. We love and appreciate what you guys are doing over there. If you guys need some comic books, hit up Phil's Comics, all one word, on eBay. They're posting things constantly on there. So go check out Phil's Comics if you need your comic fix right now.
Yep.
Hey, you still need your comic books. You know what I'm saying? It seems that way right now. we have the one and the only, the Kamagories champ, J Hood. What up, J Hood? Thank you for being here.
Bro, I'm so proud of J Hood, bro.
He killed it last night, and I'm sorry that my vote went to 84 at the end. It's an NWO thing. I just had to give,
It's NWO.
Yeah, exactly, bro. I always have to go NWO, but shout out to J Hood. He is NWO member. So,
bro, with this underdog shirt, bro, he was perfect, man. He was great.
He killed it, bro, and he's the reigning champ. And you guys already know, Magic Lasso knows what's up. YouTube is 90 for all the people that didn't hear it before. We have the one, the only Tom. Of course, that is a great community member. And I think we got Patrick Well in the building. We got Man Cave Comics. It is a beautiful night to talk some comic books. And I already know this guy didn't read anything, so I'm just going to get it out of the way real quick, Robbie. I'm sorry. And then we'll go to you next. But this guy, Hialeah, he didn't read shit. You see him smiling because he knows.
I actually went to my shop and I picked up 3 books.
Okay, but did you read them?
Yes, I did.
Oh, wow. Let's hear about them.
The first one, dude, I've been loving this series. It's Philadelphia. This is issue 5, man. This is about, dude, some old-ass John Adams, the president. John Adams is the freaking head of the vampires, and they're just tearing through Philadelphia, and the cops are after it. Dude, this is an excellent read so far from Image. Got that. My 2019 book of the year, Once and Future, came back with issue 7. It's a whole new plot, twist or whatever that's coming on. Excellent book. Still great art, man. Loving this. And my read of the week, Family Tree, man, by Jeff Lemire. It sounds ridiculous, dude, but it's about a girl that's turning into a tree and her whole family. This is so good. This is the first book I read, man, because I'm enjoying this that much, man. It's got so many twists. Love Family Tree. This is from Image. Once and Future is from Boom, and that's amazing. It's King Arthur and all that stuff. And I did pick up a few books on eBay. I got First Machine Man 2001.
Nice.
Space Odyssey number 8. And I picked up Captain Marvel number 1.
All right.
Big premiere issue, man. So yeah, I'm still doing the eBay thing. I got a few nice books coming in, so I can't wait for that. Maybe hopefully by next week. So I'll be showing those off. So that's me, quick and easy. There you go.
All right. Nice, Hialeah. Nice. Now, Robbie, I know you're probably the one that reads the most on this panel tonight. Is there anything you want to talk about that the community must go out there and read themselves?
Well, I thought about what came out this last week, and I know a lot of people weren't able to get them, but I'm right there. Once and Future, that was my favorite book last week. It's just such a great book. I know I love this variant cover by Jenny Frison, I believe. I love this book so much. It's like Indiana Jones, but scary as well. So it's really great mashup of horror and Arthurian legend and an adventure. And I love that. And another one that came out last week that I absolutely adored was No One's Rose from Vault Comics. This is really cool. It's like a post-apocalyptic type story, but it's a little bit more positive natured. They're calling it solar punk as opposed to cyberpunk. I absolutely love that. Those were some of my favorite reads of last week for sure.
Nice,
Man. Hell yeah.
Once and Future is so good, right, Robbie, man? God, what a great read, man.
And Dan Moore's artwork, it's so clean. And Tamara Bonvillain's coloring, oh my goodness. The contrast in the colors, the way they weight the page with them, they pop. And it's so effective. I love that book so much.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite book of 2019 for sure, man. And it's just keeping going.
It's really synergetic, though. The writing with the art and the colors, it all flows very well together.
Yeah, it feels like the best of Indiana Jones, and it's got but it's legitimately scary at the same time, and that's because of Dan Mora and Tamara Bonvillain. But yeah, Gillen's killing the story. The characters are great. This would make this. I mean, I think they plan on making this a TV series or a movie or something, but it's perfect for that. If they can keep that pace, because it's a breakneck pace.
You know what's
and they can kind of almost explore anything they really want.
Yeah,
any sort of horror, classic or mythological story.
Yeah, you can take it out of the Arthurian stuff. You can go do like Mayan stuff one time and just kind of connect it all together. That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the dynamic with the grandmother and the grandson, dude. It's so good, bro. It's
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah, it's great characterizations right there, and it's just such a fun book. I think a lot of people are reading it, but even more people need to read it. The first trade is out now, so if you never got to pick up on it, the first trade is out and available right now. So you should definitely check it out if you haven't already.
I probably will check that out digitally. As most of you know, 90 has started reading more digital since little 90 has come into his life, but I definitely have to check that out because that is one, of course, that Hialeah has been getting on my case about. That and Saga and East of West. I'm trying to catch up on Saga for him, so one thing at a time, but we'll get there once I get there.
East of West is amazing.
It's the best. It's the best, dude.
All right. Well, once I finish Saga, I'll get on that. All right. I started Saga, so that's what I'm going with now. All right, Hyde, what you been reading, brother?
Yep.
And hold on, before Hyde starts talking about what he's been reading.
Yeah,
He's
who
got
gives a shit about me?
No.
Cool.
You picked up some books on an auction, or it was like a late night, one of those pop-up shops type deals. Hyde has picked up some books that he's going to show off a little later that I know for a fact that Hialeah is going to lose his top over. So, Hyde, go ahead, take it over. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
It's all good. I gotta go grab those. I got those a couple weeks ago. I gotta grab them. And some of them are all over the place. But yeah, I will show off a chunk of them. I got some right here, actually. But yeah. All right. So something I picked up recently. I've been doing eBay purchases as well. That's not going to end up good. But I picked up Zenith.
Hell yeah.
Zenith, which I know Grant Morrison worked on some of it, and Steve Yarwell and a bunch of people. Like, I don't know. It's something I've been meaning to check out. It was cheap. Got a nice little stack. Looking forward to this. Referred to that a whole lot. As for current stuff, real quick, I read this X-Men issue that came out last. It was pretty damn good. I gotta say, it's been pretty solid. And this deals with the Brood and a King Egg. So yeah, that's enough for me. It's incredible. Like, you could have just said there's a King Egg, and 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But and this has finished up finally. I've been talking about it. It's done. And Chad, I need to talk to you after this. I finally got these in my possession. I can help you out.
Thank you, brother. I can't wait to get those codes so I can read it and we can talk about it.
I'll just say, this is amazing. Like Garth Ennis says, he does a lot of harsh shit in his comics, especially with endings. But this one is kind of like, I don't know. It has one of the more beautiful and somber Garth Ennis endings. That's hard to say. Garth Ennis endings of all time. It's great. This is a perfect book. 6 issues, Punisher Soviet by Garth Ennis and Jason Burrows. This is like a real 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. Everybody's gotten this. Is so good.
Yeah.
Punisher.
Punisher is so good.
Garth Ennis on Punisher. He should just write Punisher for the rest of his life.
Oh yeah.
That's just my personal opinion. I don't know how you feel about that, Robbie, but I love Garth Ennis Punisher. Max was just phenomenal. That was the first series on the Oprah Boys Book Club. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, but
that was actually welcome back, Frank.
Oh, welcome
on Marvel Nights.
Nights.
Anybody.
I apologize. It's
all right, man. It's forgiven. But real quick though, I do have one other eBay purchase I made actually, and I gotta say, I don't know. So I've been into Weird War Tales lately, and a lot of Bronze Age anthology series DC stuff, because that's just hilarious and incredible. Like House of Secrets, all that stuff. Like I'm on the hunt now, and that stuff is good. But because of it, apparently Vertigo did their own short story. Gee, I can't talk today. I apologize.
Man.
A little mini series of Weird War Tales with like a bunch of the modern writers of the time, like Peter Milligan and Grant Morrison and Richard Corbin and Joe Lansdale. Like, it's pretty awesome. And I've only read a few issues, but this is something else. Like, can't really get into it too much because it's about.
Oh, dude, that's a beautiful cover, D-Hide, bro. Look at that.
Yeah, and they're all just like weird little short stories about war, and sometimes it's sci-fi and with ghouls and that kind of bullshit. It's like Tales from the
That's
Crypt,
a
but with
beautiful cover,
war
man.
stories. Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is another one.
Wow.
They're all by like the best cover people in the business, like Glenn Fabry, the guy who did Preacher, and Tim Bradstreet and stuff. This one's hard to see; it's a bit dark. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
but yeah, this is awesome. And Ennis and Rucka and Chuck Dixon and so many people. It's a little thing. It was so cheap. It's so easy to find, guys. If you want it, go get it. It's like $9, $10 for the whole thing on eBay. And there's a bunch available. Get at it.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, Hyde. Thank you for that. And you got more books to show off, right?
Yeah.
Go get them. I'm going to start talking about what I picked up so you can go do that. Well, before I what I picked up, let me change that. What I was given as an A-OK. But before we get there,
man,
let me go ahead and talk about some of the things that I've been reading lately. Yeah, you guys already know. Steve Whiting went ahead and A-OK'd your boy 90, and you can only imagine what that's like. We got a banger box ready to show you guys. So let's go ahead. Before we get there, we're going to go ahead and talk about some of the things that 90's been reading. I am right now in the middle of catching up on Daredevil. I know I'm a little late, but let me just say this. Chip Zdarsky's been killing it. I don't know if you guys have hopped off this title. I'm slowly catching up. I started, of course, with issue 6. I want to say I got to about issue number 10. But, wow. Of course, Zdarsky's just killing it. What he's doing with Matt Murdock, just some good stuff. Make sure you guys go check this out if you guys have not yet. And the other thing that I've read over the last week, Carnage USA. Some
nice
Clayton Crane goodness. And not just on the covers, but on the inside. And you guys know I love me some Carnage. I love me some symbiote action. We got Zeb Wells doing the writing on this book, and it's just a ton of fun. I recommend this to anyone that's a symbiote fan or a Carnage fan. Just awesome how he takes over this entire town, and it's just a small town in USA that Carnage pretty much takes over. It's great stuff. You guys got to go check it out for yourself. It's phenomenal. I love it. And think about it. Crane on the inside work. You rarely see that nowadays. So you definitely want to go check this out if you guys haven't yet. It's a great short read. It's only 6 issues. This was the last thing that I read as of right now. And hopefully, still being quarantined, I can catch up on that Daredevil. I'll be able to read that Punisher Soviet. And then next week, who knows? Maybe I'll be caught up on Saga for your boy, Hialeah Comic Bro. But
you got the first trade, right? I got to give you the second trade.
Exactly. You got to give me the second trade. I do have the first trade. But right. I do think the second volume is on Comixology, so I might be able to read it that way. So you may not have to give me your coronaviruses, and you can stay at home, Hialeah, and, that's we'll leave it at
True that.
No, bro. We'll get to, meeting up once this whole coronavirus pandemic has ended. And as we all know, hope everyone is safe out there with everything that's going on. We're happy that we're able to entertain you guys for at least an hour, maybe 2, who knows. But thank you guys for being here, everyone in the chat and anyone that's trickling in as well. But Hyde, what else did you pick up, brother?
Oh, Chad, I wanted to say, Chad, wrapping everything up, Clayton Crane did a Ghost Rider series where he did the interior art inside with Garth Ennis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that was on Marvel Knights. I believe it was a 5-issue or 6-issue limited series back in the 2000s. Yeah. So
is that right, Robbie?
What was that? Are you talking about the Ghost Rider he did?
Yeah, with Clayton.
Yeah, that's a real thing. That happened.
Yeah. So check that out if you ever. Yeah, after you finish Absolute Carnage or Carnage USA, so go check out. Yeah.
No, I will definitely check that out for sure, bro. And then it's Ennis writing it. Hell yeah! And then
Jason Aaron came on right after that, I think.
I believe, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Crane was still doing it, but Jason Aaron did. And the Carnage USA has a lot of stuff that leads into Absolute Carnage as well. So
well, cool. Of course, that's exactly. I mean, for anyone that is, reading Absolute Carnage or did, that's tied right directly to that. You can see that Donny Cates, is a symbiote fan. I don't want to say Carnage fan because we know he's confessed his love for Venom and all that type of stuff, but he's definitely a symbiote fan in that whole lore. So he definitely pulled from that and brought it into the Absolute Carnage. You're absolutely right, Robbie. And it's just regardless, it's a great read. It's a cool, fun, quick read. And I just think to see anything with, Crane on the inside, especially nowadays, like it's like, whew, because all you see is his covers, How much does this guy cost to get on the inside of the book now?
You're not going to see much of that anymore, I bet.
You're definitely not. So great stuff there. And that's a great call out, Javi. So thank you for that. I'll definitely be checking that out. And I guess I have to read that Jason Aaron thing because Jason Aaron is definitely one of my favorite writers of all time. If you guys haven't read, another great read from Jason Aaron's Thanos Rising. It's one of my other favorite little mini series that he's done. Jason Aaron has done a lot of stuff out there. I know he's mostly known for his Thor work and now Avengers stuff, but definitely go check out Thanos Rising if you haven't yet. And I definitely have to go check out that Ghost Rider that he wrote too, Robbie. So thank you for that, brother.
If you like Jason Aaron, have you read his he did an Astonishing Spider-Man and Wolverine? Have you read that one?
No, I have not. I definitely have to check that out.
That one's really fun.
The other thing that I want him to finish is Southern Bastards, bro.
Bastards,
yeah,
bro.
Want to talk about an indie read? That is an incredible indie read. You guys go definitely check that out if you haven't yet. But I would love he's come out and said that he hasn't really finished it. He's kind of like shied away from it, but I would love for him to get back to that and see, where that's going to end. So that's another great read by Jason Aaron, but Spidey and Wolverine, definitely have to check that out.
Traveling through time together.
That sounds pretty cool.
Oh yeah, but definitely. All right, Hyde. We've waited long enough. What did you pick up?
Yeah, and to be honest, it's incomplete because I would have lent out some of the weird war tales that I picked up from the original Bronze Age stuff. Here's one of the covers right here. And I have seriously fallen in love with these things. They're just the wackiest shit.
Hyde, you gotta check out Phil's comic shop on
eBay.
I know, man. He put up a lot on the eBay page.
Oh, all right, that's different. Thank you. I will check that out. I did not realize that. Thank you.
I love that cover right there, man.
I know, man. Me too.
God.
There's just so many good covers and just good stuff. Like, I picked up one and Howard Chaykin was doing the art for a few.
Yeah, I believe that skull one, the one that you just showed there when he's sitting on the chair, I believe that's Chaykin there.
Yeah, that sounds right. And what I love about this, I got to look it up because I just saw it the other day down here, the man in the cage.
Yeah, dude, that's Chaykin right there.
I love it. Yeah. And also I saw that Michael Uslan, who was a big producer on all Batman anything from like the Tim Burton movie on. He's a producer on every animated series or show related to it, wrote a couple. So that's crazy. And I also grabbed, I'm not sure why I grabbed this. I'm glad I did. A bunch of Westerns, Marvel Westerns, like the Rawhide Kid.
Nice.
This is the majority of what I got because there was a lot of these. I've never really read any of these Westerns. I still haven't read them. This was a very spur-of-the-moment purchase for me, but I'm sure they're awesome. It seems like it's going to be the same kind of hilarious stupidity in all these Bronze Age.
Hyde, I know this may sound crazy to you, but you're ahead of the curve, man.
Those are seeing a resurgence, Hyde.
Really?
Not just that. Westerns. Kevin Feige has come out and expressed his love for like Two Gun Kid, the original Ghost Rider, and that whole Marvel Western, world.
Oh man.
Yo, I would not be surprised if we see some of these Western characters come into the MCU, maybe not in the near future, but in the far future. Hialeah himself picked up, Ghost Rider 1 and 2, which I think is a great spec book right now with everything that's going on. So
awesome cover.
I would not be surprised to see Two Gun Kid in the MCU for sure.
Here's a kid.
Hold on. Javi, you're going to have to show that off again. I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to roll over there yet. Hyde's still showing off books. Hold on, Javi. Chill out.
Yep. Yeah, there's so many, man. You shouldn't have told me to show these off.
Oh, I love it.
Like, there was a lot in here. Like, this is not the kind of purchase I would have made normally. It was a special kind of night, I guess.
Those are good.
Oh, that's a nice cover.
Yeah.
That is a great cover. The ship,
It is.
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't even really look at these. This is pretty awesome.
Yo,
All right.
how do you know you're a pirate? You just are. Exactly. The wife hooked me up there. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, Javi, show that Ghost Rider book.
Oh man, I'm not prepared.
Oh, you were prepared like 3 seconds ago. What happened?
Oh, nice, Javi. They who serve Satan. How fucking rock is that, bro?
Oh man, Ghost Rider, bro.
Bro, it's,
How cool. How heavy up metal
Oh,
is that? 70s metal right there, bro.
I pulled these out. This is the Tales to Astonish that I read through. Stan Lee art. It was pretty good.
yo, you what? You didn't show that?
Stanley's story. I just picked it up when I went and grabbed it.
Bro, you know I love me some Hulk and some Submariner, bro. Whew.
Yeah, and they 22 page battle.
Bro, 2 issues before it transitioned to Incredible Hulk, bro. Look at you, man.
And I got some She-Hulk action too. I don't think I ever showed this off, but I picked this up.
Yo, shout out to Bubs Comics. Javi has no chill.
Yo, bro, what's up?
What's up, Bubs? Thank you all for hopping in here in the chat. We appreciate everyone here.
Yeah, man, I got a little corner dent there, but it's all good. It's for the PC.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yo, so Robbie, have you picked up anything lately? It could be comic book, toys. I know you're a man of all, collectibles.
Well, there's one other recent read I forgot about, and it was this Billionaire Island book. Did anybody else read this from Ahoy Comics?
No, but definitely have to check it out.
I was supposed to get that in my list. I put it there, and I guess I didn't get it. No.
We didn't get it the first week, so I missed out on it. And so it came out 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I finally read it today. And this book was awesome. It was so much fun. It's basically set in the future, and the billionaires are tired of being persecuted for being billionaires. They're like, oh, it's so bad being a billionaire. So they make their own floating island out in the ocean in international waters, and they can just do whatever they want to. And it gets infiltrated. But it's really funny, great satirical work. Also, I've been reading...
That's funny.
I decided I spent my whole life hating Spawn. So I decided that this year I would become a Spawn fan. And so I've been rereading Spawn. So today, for instance, I read 14.
Nice.
And I read 15. And that's a Violator versus Medieval story. That was pretty awesome. And my favorite writer is Grant Morrison. And he did 16, 17, and 18. And I love that cover on 18. And these are also Greg Capullo's first issues of Spawn. So I got those, and I read those, and I've actually been enjoying Spawn, which is all my homies are thinking that they need to come and they're like, quarantine's gotten to Robbie. He's reading Spawn comics. But recently I picked up some really cool ones. I got this Thor 225.
Ooh, I have one of those as well.
Man.
Shout out to take the time to collectibles. AOK'd that to little Luke. So shout out to him. But I got one of those myself, and that is a great spec book. It's a great book to have. And I knew it was about to they're doing Fantastic Four. They're doing Galactus. They're doing the Heralds.
Of course.
And so I was like, I better grab onto this one because I'm a big FF guy. I was like, I better grab onto this one before all the spec really starts hitting. But that's a good one. You can still find that cheap right now. Or cheaper.
It's a very affordable Herald of Galactus.
Also, Fantastic Four 211 is the first Terrax. And I would recommend checking out that one too. Yeah. And that one's pretty affordable right now. And recently I've gotten a Fantastic Four 17.
Oh, shit.
Ooh, I absolutely love.
Nice.
Early Doctor Doom appearance. And then one of the best Fantastic Four issues is 51, and I recently got that one.
Oh!
Iconic Kirby cover.
That man has been going around.
I just got that one too last week, man.
Nice.
This monster is the name of my debut rap album.
Classic. Love it.
That's the name of my debut rap album.
All right. Before everyone starts showing out 90, let me get into the say-okay that Steve Whiting is your boy. All right? We're going to get right into it. So, real quick, you guys know I haven't been able to pick up books, but my boy Stone Cold Steve Whiting went ahead and took care of your boy. I got a package the other day from Steve right here. And this is what we call a banger box. And the first thing he sent in this box, first appearance of Huntress. What you guys know about Justice Society issue number 69. Beautiful book. He just killed this A-OK. And I was like, okay, this is the first book. All right. Some great stuff right here. Yo, real quick, shout out to my boy Z Collects. He is in here now. Z, thank you for all the love you've been showing 90 Miles from Cuba. We really, really appreciate that, brother. Back to the A-OK. So this is book number 1. The next book, hey, 90. You need some bangers? I got you. We got Conan the Barbarian number 1.
What?
Like, you know, like what is Steve doing over here? What is Steve doing? It's blowing 90's mind, right? I was like, all right, cool. All right, cool. You know, that has to be the highlight of this box. No, it's not. It's just getting started. The next thing we got here, Robbie, Hialeah, I'm so sorry. I know you guys love your Fantastic Four, but he just, you know, this is a super clean Fantastic Four 81. And I'm talking about, like, this is some Silver Age goodness that is clean. Nice. This is like a near mint copy. Thank you. Oh, hold up. I might give away something right there.
Oh, wow. Is that Crystal on the cover, Hialeah?
Oh,
that is Crystal.
That is Crystal. That is Crystal.
And that's the Wizard.
And once I thought, like, yo, we couldn't get any more Fantastic Four, what does he go ahead and send? Number 18. The first appearance of Super Scroll.
That's pretty and cool.
Bro, what the hell is wrong with Steve?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's GD cool.
What the hell is wrong with Steve? This is all in one box. Let me just, like, you know, let y'all know. This is one box that Steve has sent 90, all right?
That's incredible.
So it's incredible. Yo, it really is incredible. It was blowing my mind. My camera, I'm trying to get a good angle here so you guys can see it.
Camera's done too.
That Fantastic Four looks like a modern book.
Yeah.
That
Actually,
is insane.
the colors on it are popping, right?
Yeah, man.
That's beautiful. I just read that the other day, but you know, obviously not the real one.
Right? And I'm like, all right, Steve, there's no way, there's nothing, like, there can't be anything bigger in this box, right? No. I already have this book, right? And he's like, yo, 90, I know you have this book, but you need an upgraded copy of this.
Yeah.
What?
An ASM 300.
That's beautiful.
And yeah, bro, and the colors on this, like, this has to be at least a 9.0 to I take that back. It's probably like a 9.2 to 9.4. There's one little tip on the corner that I think will bring it to like maybe like a 9.4, but
and it's a newsstand.
And it's a newsstand.
Did he have insurance on this box?
What?
He better had insurance on this box.
I hope he had insurance on this box, because if this box went missing, I would have lost my shit. You know?
Probably the most. Yeah, it's got to be
Oh,
a banger box. This is what we call a banger box.
Yo, and for real, I'm not even joking. This was the last book in the box, and I'm not gonna lie, I like shit my pants. Like, I'll just be real with y'all. I shit my pants. This next book is so clean. It's a pure white cover, which you guys know, if you come across one of those old school white covers, it's hard to find just like pure white. And I was just like, wow. And thank you, Steve, so much, because he has literally knocked off like 5 books off my list this year. And I'm just so grateful for that, because, you know, I haven't been able to hunt and pick up books on the regular, you know, since Little 90s here. And it's fine because, you know, priorities change once you have a kid, and I'm still reading, but collecting is not my main focus anymore. But he was like, you know what, 90? And he told me this. And you guys know, he sent me that Submariner number 1. And we've had conversations on the phone. And Steve was like, I want this to be the greatest year of your life, because you brought your first child into the world and all this type of stuff. And I literally lost my top when I saw this. And I'm just a building the anticipation on this. But for real, shout out to Steve. I can't believe I own this book. This is probably like my favorite villain of all time. And not only is it the first appearance of a villain, but it's the first appearance of another hero that everyone knows and loves. But Iron Man 55, the first appearance of Thanos.
Nice.
Oh, damn.
I was just mind blown. This to me it's one of my grails, and bro, look at the whiteness on this cover, like, and I'm gonna just try to get a little closer. Like, can you guys see how clean this is?
Wow, dude. Amazing. Holy crap, dude.
I am mind blown by how clean this issue is, bro. Because I've been hunting this book, and it's really hard to find a really clean copy of it. And I'm just completely mind blown. So, Steve, thank you so much, brother. This is one banger, as our boy would say, of an A-OK. And I want to thank you for that. But before we go anywhere else, let me just tell you guys, the Iron Man 55 is 90s. The ASM 300 is 90s, for sure. But this right here, Steve ain't sending all these books to your boy 90. He knows that Hialeah was looking for it. So he tagged Hialeah. So shout out to Steve taking care of Hialeah on this. You know,
I'll be out in about 5 minutes.
Hey, you and me both, Hialeah.
because the Fantastic Four 81 is Hialeah's as well. I was just, having a little fun with it, pretending that they were mine just for a little bit, because they were in my possession just for a little bit. We all know that Javi's been looking for that Conan the Barbarian #1.
Ooh.
Steve hooked him up with that. Javi, this is a clean-ass copy, and as you asked me to, I did open it up. So I flipped through it. You're one of those, like, when you get a book, you got to flip through it, and I learned that from you, Javi, so that is yours.
Javi, wait a second. Put on Javi for a second. Put on Javi.
All right.
Javi, bro.
What's up, dude? What do you
That's weird, man.
Yeah.
Javi.
Yeah, Javi.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Bro. You got a man #1, dude.
That is awesome.
Dude, I said it on Silver Age Sunday. Steve has gotten me pretty much all my Conan books.
Bro, like me and Javi were talking about that earlier today. He's like, "Yo, Steve has given me all my Conan books." Like, he's like, "I can't believe that." Like, the entire Conan run that Javi has is from Steve.
That's awesome.
But it's so awesome. And then
Man,
this last book, as you guys know, Javi's a huge Huntress fan, and this isn't mine. This is Javi's. So shout out to Steve, man. Like, seriously, man, you do not have to take care of us like this.
Oh, man, Steve, you really nice.
I seriously don't know how to ever repay you, man. I really don't. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Steve. You're an incredible person. You're an incredible soul. And I'm just so blessed that you've come across me in my life. And for whatever reason, I'm not tearing up. Just for whatever reason, you have a connection with me, and I really do cherish it and appreciate it. So thank you so much for that, Steve. And thank you for this box. I will make sure that Hialeah and Javi get their books as you asked me to. And I guess lastly, I'm going to go ahead and read the note that Steve sent. All right, guys? And this is my favorite part. Seriously, like, forget the books. This is the favorite part. To my boys, to the South crew, books I got from last year to give you at MegaCon. At least we are close enough to have, some moments together year round. Hope you like them. Your friend Stone Cold Steve Whiting. That's my favorite part. Hope you like them. Yeah. Hope you like them. Of course we like them, Steve. Thank you, brother. We appreciate it. It is incredible. My mind is blown from it. It really is.
Yeah, man, crazy.
Yeah, Hialeah, you got anything to say about it?
Dude, I love you, Steve, man. I got some stuff coming to you. I really want to give it to you in person, man. But seeing how this is going, I'll probably be mailing it out, man. But dude, I love all of you guys, man.
No, I
You
love
You guys don't know what you guys have brought to my life, man. I fucking love this.
No, bro, you're right. I'm right there with you, Highly. I know, people know me for giving you a whole bunch of shit, but it's nothing but love, and I'm so blessed that you're in my life. And hell yeah, man! Thank you for being part of the show, Highly. Thank you for Steve.
you.
Just blessed, yo. Javi, what do you want to say to Steve?
We gotta get some thin Lizzy, man. We gotta practice our chops, We gotta get Ryan the lyrics to The Boys Are Back in Town, and we gotta get the band back together.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Put the camera back on Javi, though. But how do you feel, though?
Just a world of emotions right now.
Just a whole world of emotions. I love it, man. I love it. It's incredible to be part of this community. I'm just super, super blessed for it. So thank you, Steve, for that. And I guess I don't know how to really follow that up. I don't know if this next segment is going to be as good as that, but you know what? There's some things going on in the world. There's some news. My boy, Robbie, has let me in on some insight. And we're going to go to the 90s news wire. Sorry, guys. And I'm going to let Robbie go ahead and let us know what is the latest news in comic books.
Well, everybody's been up in the air about what's going on with comic books. Diamond shut down, obviously, so we got that going on. And there was DC had made the initial announcement they were going to release their comics digitally. They have since said they're not going to release their digital comics. They're going to hold off until April 29th. Marvel announced today that they're not going to release their digital comics. So there will still be digital first comics like the DC, the Batman, the Adventures Continue or whatever.
And I was reading that comes out on the 1st, right?
Yeah, that comes out tomorrow. So I'll definitely be checking that out for weekly for New Comic Book Day, because that's what I got to look forward to, is that one book. But it seems like most of the companies for now are going ahead with not allowing their stuff to be out digitally while the print ones are not available. And now we also got the news today that Diamond can't afford, they're halting their payments to their vendors because now they have a cash flow problem. And so there are crazy things going on in the industry. And by the time all this is over, and right now DC and Marvel are looking at different distribution methods. So they're probably going to start going through other methods like books go through to get their graphic novels bookstores and stuff like that. So the whole distribution game could completely change by the end of all this, possibly.
Man.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Ask your question.
Do you know for sure if the books have been printed already, or if they've stopped the whole printing as well?
I think Marvel's still printing, right?
Marvel is still printing, as far as I'm aware. DC has halted their printing because their printers got shut down in Canada. But they're looking at other printers that are still open right now. So I think they're finding some of those. It's probably part of the delay. Mm-hmm. And then they were going to release the digital books this week. They got the first full Punchline, Batman 92, coming out this week. So they didn't want to lose that hype. But there was a lot of outrage from the comic book community and especially the retailers. So I think they kind of backed off on that. And so did Marvel, because up until today, Marvel still had all that stuff released because they were going to release Empire #0 or whatever this week. Mm-hmm. So I think personally, comics are shot for April. I don't think we're going to get new digital ones, and I don't think we're going to get new print ones. But they're looking at ways that they can start. They're realizing now the problem of the one distribution company model, right? Diamond goes down. So now shops can't get their comics. Now, obviously, a lot of shops are closed down right now just because of state mandates and, stay home. Right. But it points out that problem. But right now, DC is not printing their books, but they're finding another printer. Now, Diamond has this week's books already in warehouses. They're just not able to ship them out. And before they even made that announcement, they have warehouses in New York, Michigan, California, those places. They were forced to shut them down. So this week's comics are in Diamond's warehouses. Next week's comics were probably printed, but from that point forward, it's a little fuzzy. And then some of the smaller titles or publishers have decided not to resume printing right now, and they're slowing up their production schedules, like Image and Boom and Vault and Aftershock and IDW.
Man.
It's going to change everything. I mean, we could a whole new industry after this, possibly, but we'll make it through. We've made it through McCarthyism. We made it through Great Depressions. We made it through Marvel going bankrupt in the 90s. We made it through extreme justice. We made it through terrible comics in the 90s at times, and great ones too. We've made it through a lot, so we'll make it through this.
Of course.
I'm with you right there, Robbie. I think the whole industry is going to change after this. I mean, I've been reading articles saying that Marvel and DC might actually start distributing books themselves, to kind of cut out the middleman. And then that way these shops can still get their books no matter what happens. And that's a possibility as well. I'm saddened to hear that as a digital reader that they're going to cut that off. And I guess, they're worried about the print count and everything like that. And that's why digital books still cost the same exact price as an actual, printed book. But I was hoping that they would use this time to maybe let's kind of push the digital platform, maybe offer it during this time, especially with people not being able to work. Maybe give it as a discount digitally, $1 off or something like that, because some people can't afford to buy any books right now. They got to use anything that's coming in to pay those bills because they can't go to work, and this check that we're quote unquote all getting, people aren't going to be able to use that for books. They're going to be using that to, buy groceries and keep the lights on and stuff like that. So I was hoping during this time that Marvel and DC would kind of maybe push the digital envelope, not put it out there for free, but hey, we're going to put out during this time a little discounted so that way you guys can keep reading and, we'll still have that flow. But it seems that they're just stopping everything altogether. And that's sad because we all have these great storylines that we're reading that are just completely stopped now. So I don't know what the future entails, but it's going to be different. And the unknown's a little scary on what's going to happen next. As someone that runs a comic book shop, Robbie, how do you feel about all of this as a collective whole?
I get what you're saying. I want to see the next chapters of our stories. Right now I'm not doing my weekly comic book review, and I'm happy to be here. I'm glad. The one silver lining is I was able to be here on a Tuesday night with y'all.
Thank you,
and it's been a blessing so far.
Thank you for that.
But I want to read the next ones too. If they released them digitally, I was going to get them. I wanted to keep up with it, but at the same time, the local comic shops are kind of that's an experience, and they're kind of like the foot soldiers of the comic book industry. They're the ones taking chances on buying this many of this book or this many of this book, hand selling it to customers. They've been there through the thick and thin of it, and they've put up with the one, distribution model with Diamond. They've, and I am a little bit biased because it's my job. I work at a comic shop, but I think it's the best thing to hold digital for now. Now, this is all going to go week to week, at least with DC and Marvel. They're going to change their plans. If this goes into May and even into June, I could imagine Marvel and DC kind of allowing digital to come out or something like that. But for instance, if they release digital for a month and then comic shops got to come back in May, and what do they do now? Do they continue releasing digital and now print's a month behind? Or do they release it all at once? So struggling shops that have been forced to be closed for a month, and a lot of these local comic shops are very small businesses, like mom and pop type stuff. All of a sudden they got 4 weeks of books to sell and to buy. So it just seems kind of, I don't know. I think it's best just to hold off for now, because it just seems like we all just need to kind of pause everything and then reconnect and then move forward once we got this virus nailed.
Yeah. Keep it simple.
Yeah, I'm with you there. And then good night to Hero and the Kid. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out to that channel. If you guys haven't checked them out, just great stuff over there, man. Just Will's killing it. That kid kills it. All right. I wish I was as good as he was. So, but back to, this scary time of comics. Like I said, I'm worried. I don't know what's going to happen after this, but it also could be a good thing, as Robbie was mentioning, as they see that the one distributor is, kind of like a crutch, because if they go out, we have nothing else. So it's going to open up the industry to something new and something different, and it's going to be a matter of time before we're all adjusted to it, and who knows what the future will be of comics because of that. So
yeah, it's never been a great thing that there was only one distributor, because even without something this crazy, imagine one of those warehouses burns down.
Right.
That's it, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
A whole print run gone.
Like all Batman 92 just destroyed.
Yeah. Plus, it just lets them be able to do whatever they want to do. And if there's competition, then Diamond has to kind of like step up.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I mean, not that I'm a comic book shop owner, but I know a comic book shop owner. I know, talk to a few of them, and they're not, the happiest with Diamond as a distributor most of the time, with the way that they package things, or sometimes how books don't get there or they get shorted. So, of course, to your point, Robbie, they'll definitely have to step it up, especially if Marvel and DC maybe step up on their own and start distributing books,
Yeah,
So-
there are plenty of other companies that do this stuff. So
No, for sure. And there
Yeah.
a lot of indie companies. And shout out to Mad Cave Studios, because Mad Cave Studios, they have I think they have a small thing with Diamond, but for the most part, Mad Cave Studios down here in South Florida distribute their own books. Like I mean, I don't know how you get your Mad Cave books, Robbie, but anytime that I'm at a local comic book shop on Wednesday, there's a representative from Mad Cave there with a stack of books. Giving
cool.
oh, Diamond didn't send you our books? Cool, here's a stack. So you make sure your subscribers get them, and then you can get them on the wall. So I know there's someone, or that's an indie company that's making sure that they're still getting their books out there if you need them. So shout out to Mad Cave down here in South Florida and everything they're doing. And they're blowing up. Like, they're so big that they passed up the 90MF Comics channel. We used to have them on this channel regularly now, but now they're on a whole nother level,
Another thing about Mad Cave, to your point, they're absolutely fantastic dudes. They just released a book called Hellfighter Quinn. And my homie Jay Sandlin is the writer of that book. So he came to my shop to do a signing on the release day, and Diamond shorted us all of our copies. Right? And so Tuesday I called Jay and I'm like, hey man, they shorted us the copies. We're going to have to reschedule. He's like, hold on a second. So he calls Mad Cave. The very next morning we had all those copies in the shop directly from them.
Yep.
Nice.
Literally, shout out to Mad Cave. Like, I'm not even joking.
They're an amazing company.
Like,
Hellfighter Quinn was awesome too.
I got their bag.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. He's the writer of he writes Over the Ropes as well, which I really like.
Great book, man.
Yeah.
Anyone that's a wrestling fan as well, definitely got to read Over the Ropes, man. Great stuff. But I'm right there with you. The industry's about to change, guys. Hope you guys are ready. I'm not sure if 90's ready, but you know who's going to have to be ready when it happens? That's Little 90. And with that being said, guys, that was today's 90s Newswire. We're going to leave it at that. Thank you, Rockin' Robbie Billups, for that. Gave us the comic book insider on that this week. So appreciate that, brother.
You're welcome. Thank you for the opportunity.
Brought something special to it this week that we haven't had before.
Oh, yeah, right? Every week it's a little lackluster because 90 does it, according to Hialeah, but it's all right.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Big Remo joining us in the chat. Shout out to Zach B as well for being here. Appreciate everyone for joining us tonight. All right. Well, the moment we all have been waiting for.
Finally.
Why anyone's here. It's the Variant Corner, Stash or Trash. Javi, are you ready to
go
take it
get
away?
a drink for Stash or Trash. So
I see that. I might have to go and get one myself on the
Is
first
that-
one, bro.
Is that a White Russian?
now it's just straight up Carolyn's Irish cream.
Oh, yeah.
I've become
I've done
an Irish
that.
cream boy in this quarantine.
That stuff's good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I can drink that straight. I drink peach schnapps and that stuff straight, and I feel bad, but then I'm like, who cares?
Oh yeah, no, I'm
Who
just drinking
cares?
it right
We're
now.
quarantined.
Drink whatever.
Yeah, I got a cartoonishly sized jug of it too. So I'm doing good.
Cheers to everyone in the chat. If you don't have something poured up with the quarantine, I'll go grab another beer to join you guys. Not to worry. But Javi, go ahead. Start the intro to Stash and Trash. That's the only reason why anyone's here. I'm just going to make this full screen because no one wants to see our ugly faces. They want to see these beautiful covers about to come out. Make sure, guys, if you're in the chat, let us know what books you're stashing or trashing. If you're watching this on the replay, let us know in the comments below. We appreciate everyone checking us out tonight on the Comic Book Corner. Javi, enough of my crazy ass. Take it away.
All right, guys.
Get
Stash
it.
or Trash, the 90MF Comic Variant Corner. You guys know in the chat what to do. You guys let us know if you guys are going to stash or trash these variant covers. With the whole thing that's going on, I was trying to pull up some variants that are coming out in the future, but I also pulled out some variants that came out in the past as well. So you'll see those in the beginning, but we're going to be moving on here. Quite a bit of variety, and then some things that we've already seen in the past. Here we have, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, the Transformers versus Terminators. This is kind of cool. The story behind this is I guess they got an actual like Instagram artist to do this cover. But, like I said, we're going to have some variety on here. Transformers versus Terminators. I still think the A cover to this book was the winner.
I think they got an Instagram model to pose for it. Is what happened.
Instagram model, so they got the T.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Sorry.
It's just a lot of fire, a lot of orange.
It's missing something, right? What is it?
It's missing
Colored. Like,
depth.
I don't know.
Depth, right? More black, more deep blacks. I'm not sure.
I really like that cover. I think
don't
that's pretty fire. It's missing a Transformer. That'd be cool. It'd be cool if they did another version of this with a Transformer.
Right, almost like a Terminator cover, and then like a Transformer cover, maybe like Megatron on the front cover.
Yeah, I like that though. It reminds me of Judgment Day. I like that a lot.
I don't know. Something about it looks like an old wrinkled Iron Maiden T-shirt.
Therefore, I'm stashing it. I like this cover. I'm stashing it, Hyde.
I got
It's a soft basuda for me. It's a soft basuda for me.
I
I
gotta
think it's
scratch it.
borderline. It's all right.
I'm stashing. I like it.
This book already came out.
You know what, Hialeah? You'll be back. All right.
Yeah, the insignia in the back is not big enough. It says Take the Time Collectibles. I agree. This book already came out, but I guess the pre-orders or the ordering for this is going to be available tomorrow on Frankie's Comics. So check that out, $15. Another Frankie's Comics exclusive is this Jenica #2
Whew.
by Alan Qua.
I love me some turtles. I know. All right. The head looks a little weird.
The head's funny, bro.
For sure. But
I think the head is fine. I think it's just a little disproportionate from her arm. Her arm looks massive, dude.
But therefore, the head should be a little bigger.
But
But
he got a big old Jason Momoa arm.
we got
flat.
we got a turtle like flying through space. It looks like to me. Like this is like a cosmic flying turtle. I'm all about it. I'm stashing this bitch, even though her head's a little off. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta say,
soft stash.
it's a cosmic flying trash. I don't like
Trash.
it. I don't like it. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't like it. There's a lot to say about it. Jenica, it should be something Renaissance themed. Not Jenica. Is that a Renaissance painter? I don't think it is. If it is, that makes sense. And I'm just uneducated and dumb. Tell me. Until then, Jenica trash.
Bro, I love me some turtles. I'm just stashing this. Like I said, I'm stashing.
Jenica Basuda, man. I can't get over the head. It's just that I can't stop looking at the head, and no, there's just something off. Basuda.
Looks like a little wasabi pea. Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, it's just not right.
I really like the background and the colors, and that's kind of cool. But it could be anybody. That could be Raphael. So I don't know. I'm trashing.
Trash.
All right. That's fair. Javi?
I gotta go with Chad on this one, man. I dig it. I gotta stash it. I like the backgrounds. I kind of like her flying through space vibe. I like how her eye band, whatever you want to call it, like it's longer than usual. I think.
No, for sure. I love, she's got her weapon, and then I don't know how it looks like she's got Leo's katana. I want to know about that. So I'm stashing it. Like I said, I'm all about it. I'm with you, Javi. Stash.
And here's the black and white side.
Ooh,
That's better.
better,
That
bro.
is better. That is better.
Let me get both, bro. Stash both of these.
That's way nicer. Stash that. I'm
That
not
is
lying.
better.
Yeah, that one's stash.
Now this is stash. Okay.
Oh, I'm an honest man. I'm an honest man.
I'll-
I am.
I wanted to pull up some DC in here, so I pulled this up already. This came out. This is a Jason Scott Campbell. There's another one too.
Ooh,
Oh, I like that one.
Yeah,
bro,
Who is that?
too?
I forget who did this one, but this is kind of like a freebie that they were throwing in if you bought the combo pack on Frankie's Comic.
Oh wow.
I like that one a lot.
I apologize if my internet goes in and out, wavering.
You're good, huh?
So this is a Wonder Woman 750, Jason Scott Campbell. I only had one other DC one in here, so I kind of wanted to throw in another one to add to.
This is basura for me, man. I just don't like Jason Scott Campbell. That just doesn't.
I feel like he's definitely become a lot less popular.
I gotta say, I like the Batman that was drawn in there a lot, but that's about the only thing I like. Wonder Woman looks like one of those rubber bandy action figure things. Like, I don't know, I don't like it.
The only
I don't like it.
The only thing I like is that old Super Friends 1970s feel, but that's about it.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, we just lost Javi.
Javi got it.
No.
Oh no. All right. While we wait for Javi.
Let's just keep looking at this cover inside.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll see if
Let me
See,
know.
I trash this one too. I hate J. Scott Campbell so much.
I do, man. I do too. I hate him. I really don't think
I
him at
don't
all.
hate him. I'm a fan of him.
Let me know when I'm back, guys.
You're back. You're back.
I'm not a fan.
Okay, I don't love this cover, so I'm trashing it. But to see him do a DC cover, I feel like most of the work we ever see him do is just straight Marvel, or Spider-Man, you know? So I do think it's cool to see him doing some DC covers. But I'm with you, Hyde. I like the way Batman looks. Flash looks cool. I'm just not sold on I'm not sold on the rest of the cover, so that's why I'm trashing it.
Yeah, man, you got to dig that kind of Jason Scott Campbell art.
Yeah. And
So-
maybe
so that's Campbell too, right there, right?
Yeah, this
See,
is
I would still trash because I don't like him, but that's better.
this looks a lot better.
That is better.
This one I'm stashing. I like the whole World War II and vibe and theme. I'm stashing this one. I think it's just weird to see him do Wonder Woman instead of like Black Cat. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Or Mary Jane, because normally he's doing Spider-Man covers. So I think that's why it looks a little weird to me. But no, I'll stash this one. I'll trash the other one. I'll stash this one.
I'll trash it. Basura.
Yeah, the background, I really like it a lot. And Wonder Woman's off, but not the same kind of off in the last one. I give this a stage.
Jason Scott Campbell should do just a war story, just like
The background is nice.
Yeah, if the cover was just the background with no Wonder Woman, this would be amazing.
Somebody else probably did that background for him.
No,
One of them turned.
get out of here.
Why you have to ruin the one thing? Now it's trash.
No, that was
trash. Now I gotta say it's trash. Thanks. I was trying to be nice.
Jason Scott Campbell. Maybe we'll feature him on here in future episodes.
Oh, get him for an interview?
actually the more I look at it, the more I like this cover. I really do. I even think his Wonder Woman is nice there. The proportion, everything. I dig it. I'm stashing it.
There's nothing special about her.
Oh, I wanted to show this off. I know you guys know I get a lot of my stuff from unknowncomics.com. So this was their important shipping update. You know, Diamond Comics shut down distribution centers, so they're having a little delay on orders as well as far as new books go. But if you go check out their website, they have a whole bunch of bundles, and all these like comic book websites are doing.
I gotta say, I like the contrast of the yellow and the red. I stashed that.
Relief sales and big discounts on all these comic book websites. So go check them out and support them if you have the time. This is an X Factor book that's coming out by Kale Nugu. I wish I could say that name right. X Factor homage to Hulk 181. We have Dakin on the front cover fighting Apocalypse.
I'm just gonna come out right off the bat. This is basura caliente.
Hot basura. Basura caliente.
basura caliente, as we would say down here in Miami. This is just garbage, man.
Garbage.
My wife's. No one says that down here. My wife says, as you can all hear.
Hot basura.
I don't like Apocalypse. Looks weird, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It does, man.
Dakin looks okay. Rachel looks okay. I like the old school logo. That's my favorite part. But yeah, I'd trash it too. That Apocalypse is weird looking.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah, he looks okay. Dakin.
I don't like how Dakin's muscles are so.
Yo, he looks
spiny, so
disproportionate.
scary.
He looks disproportionate. Like,
Yeah.
I would say he looks worse than Apocalypse, but Apocalypse looks weird.
Bro, look
Apocalypse
at,
looks kind of fat, doesn't he?
he looks fat, and look at the traps on Dakin, dude. Those are monster traps.
Compared to his arms, right?
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Well, it's very triangular. You know, it's not.
Yeah, it's stupid. I don't like it. Trash.
Great.
Yeah, there's so much to say.
The
About
only thing on
I think Dakin's mohawk is done very well.
it. Aw,
that-
being nice.
Rachel looks good. Rachel.
Yeah,
looks-
I was thinking the same thing.
She just looks like she was copy and pasted there, though. You know.
Yeah, from a '90s comic. You're right.
It's a 90s Jean Grey.
She might be
Yeah.
the best part of the cover.
I know.
Looks like Dark Side. That's what.
That's why I guess it's unanimous trash.
Now the best part though is the mohawk. That's really solid.
And the colors are nice.
All right, all except for the mohawk and the colors. It's complete.
And Apocalypse's boot looks cool. Apocalypse looks very Thanos. It looks like cinematic universe Thanos. That's why I don't like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true.
You know what? That is the cool boots. The best part of it. I agree.
Cool shading on it. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Boot alone stash.
Boot alone. Another X-Men book is Hellions that's coming out. You guys, let me know what you think of this cover.
I'm trashing it.
Jay Anacleto, Unknown Comics exclusive.
Yeah, I don't like the little tadpole leg
Trash.
body thing.
The tail at the end?
Yeah, it's like a little
What is
tadpole
that?
woman. I don't like the
Trash.
tadpole woman. It's
Trash.
really freaking me out. Actually, I don't like this at all.
No.
Oh man, burn it, throw it in the trash, get it away from me.
No.
It's
That's a
a very interesting take. The I mean, maybe if I can zoom, maybe if we saw the book from this.
Oh, don't get close. Oh, that's fine. I don't want to see the tadpole body again.
tadpole body.
If she had a full body, it might be different.
No, she's got tadpole legs.
Bro, the tadpole body is what. Bro, yeah. What happened there?
No, not a good choice. Not a good artistic choice right there.
Yeah, no go.
No.
Mm.
Basura.
That's strange.
You know,
Women's aren't meant to be tadpoles. That's an outdated way of thinking, but I hold by it.
oh man, well, I didn't realize how much X-Men I had on here, but I think this came out last week, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if I did show this off or not, but this was
Nope.
a giant size X-Men Nightcrawler. I'm stashing this all day.
I'm stashing this for sure, too.
Yeah, I like that one.
This looks bad-ass.
Oh, he
all
did
about
triple sword combo, one on the tail.
Fire.
It's simple and it's elegance. I'll stash this.
I
Yeah.
like how
Like
the
series.
torso just kind of bleeds into the background. There is no torso, it's really, really well done.
And
It's rough and gritty. I love it.
Yeah.
especially with that black cover, it's going to be hard to find that 9.8 too.
Yeah.
So Diamond's messing that up when they send it out for sure. Woo, that version cover looks beautiful.
Yeah.
We got mixed feelings on the chat on this one. Miko Suyon.
No, I like it. I like it too. It's reminds me of the mini series from the 80s.
Two toothpicks.
Well, I already bought the giant size Nightcrawler, so I guess I won't be getting this cover. But
I think it'd be better without the swords, actually, but I still like it.
Oh, that's an interesting. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, it would be cool with just the sword on his tail.
Yeah.
I think if the two swords not that I'm not stashing, I'm still stashing it, but if just the sword on his tail would be badass.
I disagree. I actually think it needs more swords.
Oh wait, have you guys heard about that new X-Men book that's coming out? X-Men Swords, like
10 of Swords.
Yeah, that's right. That's so dumb. That's the dumbest thing in the world. It's X-Men, but they have magic swords, so watch out. I'm all in. I don't even know who's writing it.
It's Hickman.
Just so you guys know, the dumber it is, the more high it is in. The
Yeah,
dumber it is, the more high it is in. So hell yeah.
but they got swords. They're really trying to sell that like it's some like a '90s action figure line, but it's insane.
I think this is leading up to that title.
For sure it is, right? It's a little
I just
intro.
hope-
Oh,
I just hope all the
It's-
swords come together to make one mega sword.
Oh
This is
man,
badass.
like Captain Commando, the street, like I think it was a Capcom character or something. Oh man, yeah, Lucio Perillo, giant size X-Men.
This is badass, bro.
I think,
It is badass.
That's the best one yet.
Sword.
He's not enough swords.
Yeah, he needs a sword. No, I'm kidding. This is awesome.
This stash all day, bro. You got a throne cover with Magneto. Woo!
With them red eyes.
Bro, the colors, I mean, it's Perillo goodness. It really is.
Yeah, he really knocked this one out of the park. I dig it.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, dude.
Yeah, super stash.
Damn.
I was
You know,
waiting,
Even Hialeah likes this
bro,
one.
I was waiting for
Yeah.
Hialeah to trash it. After
This is
you
pretty nice.
No, and he sounded defeated when he stashed it too.
said-
I wanted to hate it, but it's like, you know what? Nah, I can't. Dude. This is actually pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it was like, oh,
and
stash.
show the trade dress again.
Awesome.
It still looks good with the trade.
Yeah,
dress.
I like it with the trade
I-
better, actually.
I'm not a huge fan of like that new X-Men logo, but this is
I
very subtle, and I dig this.
I
Instead
love
of having the X-Men across, no, I like how it says X and the men underneath, but that X-Men across, I don't know, but I dig this for sure.
Yeah,
Yo, we got Barbara in the building. What up, Barbara? Thank you for being here. She's stashing that one. She's putting that next to her Magneto statue. If you guys are into statues, go check out Statue Mania. She kills her reviews.
man, the detail on his left hand with the magnetism coming out, that's beautiful. And actually, the A cover to this is,
I like that too, man. I
It's
like
a great cover.
That's nice.
Ben Oliver on this A cover. Oof, man, I feel like this Magneto series is gonna be.
I think I like this one better than the other one.
A young Magneto?
Yeah,
I
who's
think
doing
it as
it?
well.
He has almost like a Moon Knight vibe with that crescent on his helmet.
That's a great cover. They just recently had to replace Ben Oliver on the interiors. He was going to do the interiors, but I think they got somebody else because that one was supposed to come out last week instead of the Nightcrawler one, but they had to switch them up.
Oh wow, yeah, this one's coming out the 29th if everything goes, according to plan.
I think I like this one better, man. And Chad, you were talking about Barbara. She just came out with a video on a review on a Colossus statue that was freaking amazing.
Bro, she's incredible, man. Like, she joined us on MCE, and it was like, why aren't you doing your own stuff? And of course, she's like, you know what? I need to. And she just took it and ran with it. So shout out to Barbara. Don't thank me, Barbara. Just keep doing what you're doing. All right?
Guys, I think I like this one better than the red one. I like
I'm
this.
stashing this too. I like the young Magneto. This is dope, man. And yo, this Magneto series might be hot, Javi. You might be onto something.
Really
we'll see. We have another indie book, an Image title. This is another homage cover. Homage covers, are always hot. This is Bitter Root number 8. And if you guys don't know, this is a homage to Prince's album.
Purple Rain?
Purple Rain.
That is Purple Rain.
Ooh, I'm stashing this bad boy.
Instant stash.
Instant stash. Purple Rain, Purple Rain.
Bitterroot's a great book. That's a great movie. That's a great just Prince. Come on. Remember they did that Batgirl cover that was an homage to that?
I was just gonna bring that up, man.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
back
that's
cover was beautiful,
Yeah, that's totally a stash, man. Rest in peace, Prince.
and the colors are beautiful in that as well.
Bitter Root's been killing it with these homage covers too, man. They've been hot as hell.
Yeah. And it's a great book too. So
Yeah.
good.
I need to get my hands on it. I haven't read it. Bitter
It's
Root
good.
issue number 8. This has been sold out on a lot of comic shops, but it is a B cover if I'm not mistaken. So it's supposed to be coming out April 15th. Talk to your comic book shop, see what you can do. That's the advice I can give you now. We'll see with time.
We got a couple trashes on this one.
No, I like it.
I'm digging it. Damn.
Always got to show off some Venom.
I love Venom, but this is straight garbage.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
That looks like Sam Keith.
I
That
like
looks like
that.
Sam Keith or
Yeah.
something.
Let me know if you guys can hear me.
This is hilarious. This is the one Venom cover that everybody loves that Chad hates.
Man.
I want that on a T-shirt.
This is
Okay.
awesome. And I
No,
haven't
man.
cover in a hot minute.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, where's the definition? Like, there's no shoulder there. There's no arm. It's just a blob.
It's stylized, Chad.
Terrible.
He got big mouth.
It's
cool.
Get outta here.
stylized.
This
Look
is
at those
straight
teeth.
garbage.
Blood splatter. Look at that tongue. Look at that. That's amazing.
The tongue and the teeth look great. The blood look phenomenal. But
it's-
once you get past the teeth, the head looks terrible. There's no muscles or bro. Come on, man. It's Venom.
Chad, you're crazy as hell, man. That cover's awesome.
Artist.
It's a guy who's drawn portraits on the Broadway interpretation of him. He might as well be on a skateboard spinning a basketball, and I love it.
No, dude, I like it too, man. I like it too.
This is Gerardo Zaffino.
Yo, I'm not alone. Look at the chat, guys. I am not alone.
That's
No,
fine.
dude, I like it.
This Venom cover's awesome.
Yeah, that's freaking nice. That's beautiful.
I mean, I will say this. With the black, it's going to be hard to find, like, you know, a near mint copy. Is this like a variant cover, Hobby?
This is the 1 in 50 ratio variant. So this is
Sure.
already selling for like $40.
Yeah, you already know it's going to be hard to find, but I'll say this. I'm happy that I don't like it, and I'm not searching for this one because I don't know, man. Like, I like my Venom with some muscles, ready to go.
Look at those veins, man. Look at those veins popping out. That's the muscle.
He's
No,
got
dude, I like it.
veins with no muscles. There's veins there. There's no muscles.
There's going to be like
He's a
200 covers for this book, too.
Yeah, he's a monster, and you're scared, Chad. You're just scared.
I'm not scared.
You're
I
just
came off right off the bat. I came off right off the bat. I ain't scared to trash this thing. That's just
Bro.
Suda.
Dude, I like this, bro.
Bro, shit. Y'all are crazy. I want what y'all are smoking. Because maybe if I smoke that, I could see what y'all are seeing.
That is nice, bro.
I like the face. I think Mark the Cuddy Sark.
And shout out to Mark all the way from Australia watching us because God knows what time it is there. But I'm with you right there. The face looks great, but everything else is garbage.
No, dude, I
I think the beautiful Angel Man Steve Whiting says it's stacked.
This beautiful
nice. This is a stash.
Mark, hyphenate your name. Mark the Cut. Thank you, S Arc. Let me know how you really pronunciate that.
Matt
Mark-
Cuddy Sark.
Mark the Cuddy Stark.
Okay.
Mark the Cuddy Stark.
I think he said it right. I like the face with the potty position is no good. I love his face. I
No,
like
the-
the teeth. I like the texture on the tongue. His eyes are cool.
I like everything from the mouth to here. Everything else is garbage.
Dude,
All
I
right,
like
all right, we gotta move. We gotta move on. We got another Venom.
This is
No,
hot.
let's keep talking about it.
Muy that's muy caliente. See, this one I don't like. I don't like this one, man.
Not that I'm stashing this one, but I like this more than the last one. But
No, this is trash.
I'm still trashing it.
No,
I'm
this
still
is trash,
trashing it.
bro. This one's trash.
I kind of like this one because look at that tongue. What's going on
Mhm.
there?
You
No,
really have
The
to.
teeth. I
That's
like
what
this
happens
more
when you're
than
out of
the other
toilet paper.
No, I don't like this one at all, bro.
Oh,
If the tongue was reined in a little bit, I like those teeth. I like the perspective on that. It looks like you could. It almost looks 3D right there. I like that.
Yo, shout out to Bubs. Here's the deal. Y'all are so hard on these comics. Y'all take anything home after a few chicks.
oh, for sure.
Yeah,
If it's comics, yeah, give me all I can take.
Not this one. Put the shit in the tray. I don't like it.
This is the 1 in 200 variant ratio.
Oh, that's gonna be really pricey.
Yeah, so this is already selling for 135, 170 on the high end on some websites.
They
Dave
could have it. They could keep it.
Dave Raposa on the art. Raposa.
you know what? I'm gonna join the chat on this one. I'm stashing it. I revoke my trash. I'm stashing it.
Dude, that's trash. bro.
Stashing here.
I stashed this one. This one's a good cover. I like this.
This one's better than the other one. So you know what?
No, the other one's better,
I'm
Chad.
stashing it. No. This one's better than the other.
Nah,
one.
the other
No,
one's
it's
better.
not, bro. What's that behind them, bro? What is that? Like roots or something? Branches?
No, that's obviously you don't read Venom, but that's
bro. That's
doing its
I
thing,
do
bro.
know what that is, bro.
You don't read Venom. Get the
That
hell out
looks
of here,
horrible, bro. That looks horrible.
Get the hell out of here, Hialeah. We don't want to hear that nonsense.
I think it looked better if it was just up on his face and the tongue wasn't so long. I think
Okay.
it looked better. But I like the detail on like the wrinkles on the brow area right there. Like, I don't know. I like that.
Yeah.
I think from a digital artist and a graphic artist's point of view and perspective, this is probably amazing and probably something that took hours to do. And we would probably
cold and technical about it.
yeah.
Yeah, this is the Corona cover, exactly.
Yo, shout out to Zach B. He's killing it because he's like, yo, when are these going to even release? He's absolutely right. Absolutely.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, should I show off bands
Hey,
that already
yes,
came
of course.
out?
Bro,
Like,
yes, Bobby, this is our show. This is what we do. We still show them off. And when they come out, they will come out, brother.
last but not least, and who knows when this will come out, but I wanted to close off with a DC book, Batman, Three Jokers. I don't know if I showed this off already. Batman.
Jason Fabok. I'm
Jason
stashing
Fabok.
the hell out of this. I can't wait to see it. I'm stashing that one as well. Batman is definitely, as you guys know, one of my favorite characters. And I love the Jeff Johns run. I love what he did with Justice League and teasing the Three Jokers. I can't wait to read it, even though it's years beyond when he talked about it. But I'm super excited for it. So I'm stashing both of these covers, man. These look great.
I'm tired of their faces being so up close in my face all the time in covers. Joker and Batman, I feel like, are always right up in there in my face on these variants. They're always these close up, right up, stare you in the eyes things that always kind of look the same. I gotta put these both in separate trash bins, separated. Yeah.
I'm with you, Hyde. There's nothing special about these two, man.
Bro, you guys obviously did not read the Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok.
Yeah, but we're not reading this. We're just going by the covers,
Yeah,
man.
that's fine. But if you read it and appreciated the art and those covers from that run, you would definitely love these. And
I think the Joker is better than the Batman, but there's nothing. It's okay.
I like the pink, the pink hue.
Yeah, man.
I like that pink too. That's about
Yeah,
it.
no, shut up. You can't like anything if you're trashing it.
I like the pink. It's a soft trash, man.
No.
You know what? I changed my mind. I love the pink hue so much. I stash them both. Both, and I love them forever. I clutch them close to my chest. I'm going to bury them with me. I love them so much.
You better, man. You better love it as much as the story is going to be. No, I'm just messing.
I'm stashing them, man. I love it. And when you look at the Joker cover in particular, and then you look at the other two covers with the other two Jokers, and that's just a great set. Just really cool. They'll look great on a wall too, and you're going to see wall art of that. That's I'm down with it because I'm just ready for this book. I love Jason's work and that Joker cover, man. Oh,
Robbie, I'm sure you're there with me.
I've seen this, man.
When Batman sat on the Mobius chair and we discovered that news, we were like, what?
oh yeah,
What? And
yeah.
now, how
biggest-
long has it been?
Oh, that was 2016, so it's been a while.
Oh, I
And,
read the Mobius chair stuff. That doesn't change my opinion on the cover.
I love his artwork. I love those Joker covers. And when you look at all three of them, the one that's the older Joker, like the Golden Age Joker, that's the creepiest, scariest looking one. I think this. I'm going to get both covers. I'm ready for this. I stash, hard stash.
Robbie, I gotta ask. Well, you know what? We'll pick the cover of the week, and then after that, I'll ask you. So, cover of the week. What are we gonna choose, guys, as a panel? The cover of the week.
Probably got to be.
Probably that Magneto with the white, right?
I think the Magneto with the white's my favorite.
That's the A cover.
I have the Purple Rain, man.
I'm with you on Purple Rain, Robbie. I would love to choose that, but typically we try to find one that we all liked, and
That's that Magneto.
It's got to be Magneto. It's got to either be this one or the white one.
The white one. The white one. They knocked out that white one. That white one is badass.
But you know what? I think this one's a little more badass, especially the Virgin cover. Go back to the Virgin.
No, dude, that's.
I think this is the cover of the week.
The white one will pop better on a shelf, though.
Mine is the white one.
I don't know.
Dude, they got the hand right. They got the face is on point.
I mean, I like Young Magneto for sure, but you know what? Yeah, this probably being that it's black and white.
Dude, that is nice, bro. Look at the hand. He got everything right about it.
But you know what? I think the throne. You know what? The throne one is so much better.
Shout out to Ben Oliver, man. He's one of my favorite artists.
I'm going with the throne one. I'm going
with the white one.
But it's Magneto. Magneto was the cover of the week. You can choose in the chat or choose on the replay. Let us know in the comments below which one was your favorite cover of the week. But I'm going with the Throne Virgin cover.
Yeah, the white Magneto.
I'm going with that one.
The only thing about this one, it just reminds me of that Null cover, you know? That's the only thing.
Bro, there's been Throne covers before.
I know. I know, but it just... I know how much you like Null, so go ahead. That's your favorite.
When's the last time I brought up Null? Get the hell out of here.
You've been talking about Noel nonstop this whole show.
That's all he does, bro.
The entire show, bro. The entire show I've been talking about.
Everything's no. Symbiote. Symbiote.
Whatever, bro. Get the hell out of here, Hialeah. Javi, thank you for the variant corner, Stash or Trash. That was an incredible Stash this week. Thank you, brother. And before we get out of here and we go throughout the entire panel on what's going on, and let you guys know on what 90s Insider Spec is. So, as you guys know, as I fix my headset real quick, my hair's all crazy. I got this Iron Man 55. Not that I'm specking on this, but I do believe this is a good book to go ahead and buy now. It's a little bit on the downside, especially after everything that's happened with Endgame. And as you guys know, last week the hot spec was that Journey into Mystery Annual #1, the first appearance of Hercules. I think this is a character that we could possibly see very soon in the MCU. I would not be surprised if we saw him show up in Eternals or even in a Thor book, in a Thor movie. So definitely, if you guys haven't yet, go check out Journey into Mystery Annual #1. And as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, our boy Hialeah, he spec'd on this book, and I have to just go ahead and show it off real quick because, you know, shout out to my boy Steve, looked out for me, made sure I tracked this down, and shout out to Hialeah because I went ahead and picked mine up as well. I think everyone should go get their first appearance of Adam Warlock. They've already teased him to us, so it's only a matter of time before he actually shows up. And once he does, this book will be impossible to get. I know Robbie's going to love this book as well because he's a big Fantastic Four fan. But definitely, if you guys have not gotten it yet, go get your Fantastic Four 67, the first appearance of Adam Warlock, because it's only a matter of time before he's popping up. If it's in Guardians, if it's in Thor, who knows? With everything being cosmic, and as we all know, anything cosmic, comic book wise, this guy always pops up. So it's only a matter of time before he pops up inside the MCU. But the hot insider spec for this week, and it's not really hot, it's not really insider, it's literally only a matter of time. And I talked about it a couple weeks ago. You guys want to go get your first appearance of Kang. With time travel being introduced, I think right now is the time to go get this book. He's probably going to be the next quote-unquote big villain to lead us up into Fantastic Four or X-Men or whatever the hell it's going to be after that. But I think this is going to be the next big MCU villain. Definitely go get it now because I think this is the time to get it. Because once we see him pop up in that Loki series, because I'm pretty convinced he's going to pop up in that Loki series, this book is going to skyrocket even more than what it is. Avengers #8, the first appearance of Kang. The other books that I would recommend to go get is Fantastic Four issue #19, the first appearance of Rama-Tut, because that does connect with this. And Avengers #10, the first appearance of Immortus, because that's when Kang and Rama-Tut become one, and it's this whole crazy mess. But I definitely think he's coming to the MCU, and that's going to be 90s insider spec this week. First appearance of Kang. It's not really an insider spec. I think we all know it. You know it in the chat. These guys know it on the panel. Kang is coming. And this is some classic Kirby goodness.
Love that cover so much.
Bro, this cover is incredible. My favorite part is like the hammer going back the other way because of the force field. You know what I'm saying?
I bet they're just little spheres. I don't know. I love it. It's classic. All the arrows pointing. It's perfect.
But I think this is a book you guys need to go hop on now. This is the one that you got to go get. So do it now before you can't. I mean, you can find some low grades at an affordable price. I'm a person that says low grades better than no grade. As you guys can see, I got myself a 1.5 Hercules. I got a 3.5 King. It doesn't matter because once he shows up, these books will blow up. So go ahead, get them now while they're hot. And I'll say this. With everything going on in the world, right now is the time to go ahead and make your offers on eBay, OfferUp, Mercari, whatever type of, third-party outside, comic book source you use. Do it now because people are going to be desperate. They got to pay bills. They got to do a whole bunch of stuff. So if you got a little cash, set to the side, go pick up books now because people are going to give you some deals. You'll be able to wheel and deal on some things. So that's going to be my 90s insider spec. Not like I said, not that it's much insider, but I recommend it now. Do it now before you can't. Hyde, what do you got going on, brother?
On my channel, same as always, not a whole lot, but I am doing a book club with Hobby. Hobby, my man, over on the Conquistadors channel, and we're doing that. And we've been doing it with Comics on the Mind, and it's been great. It's been a whole lot of fun. He's awesome. I can't wait to get doing it again. And Hobby and I need to discuss. I think we have discussed. Have we discussed? We need to discuss.
We'll talk off here. We were going to do decorum, but we'll talk off here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. See you then.
Hell yeah. Oprah boys, Highly, what you got going on, brother?
Well, last week I came up with the top 50 raw books in my collection, and I'm going to see if I do the top 50 slabs in my collection. Hopefully by Friday I'll have that out. Tomorrow, me and Javi are going to be doing Inquiring Minds, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, and we are going to have a member of the NWO, but surprisingly, me and him really haven't done too much together, and we're going to have, of course, D-Runk tomorrow at 10, so please tune into that, Inquiring Minds. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to do an afternoon delight with the girls here at home. It's kind of tough for me to do an afternoon delight, but I'll see if I can sneak it an episode in somewhere.
All right, hell yeah. Well, Hialeah, Hyde, thank you guys for being here as always. It's been a pleasure. Javi, what you got going on for the people?
Yo, guys, what's up? It's the Conquistador Javier. Check out the Conquistador channel. And if you guys want, go follow me on Instagram. It's just like this, how it's spelled out here, Conquistador Javi, but without the space. I am going to be posting some books for sale, and it's almost going to be like a build your own box type of thing where you can pick and choose from different books to build a box, and I'll go ahead and mail it out to you. So check that out. And the Conquistador channel on YouTube, we're going to be doing, if not Oprah Boys Book Club this Thursday, maybe the Start Me Up show this Thursday with Leah and Steve, and hopefully Derek, if you have time. We'd love to have you on the Start Me Up show as well, man. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, this quarantine thing's made me insane. So more human contact, the better. I'm in.
Yeah. And Silver Age Sunday, every Sunday, 12 p.m. EST. We'll be there with the mightiest panel of them all. So thank you guys for hanging out and for checking, the whole panel out and everything.
Thank you, Javi, for what you do for the show and what you bring to the show. So appreciate you, brother.
Awesome hanging out with you, Robbie.
Yeah, man.
I was going to say, last but not least,
cool.
The one, the only, Rockin' Robbie Billups. He normally has to, be in the shop Tuesday nights, getting everyone's pools ready because he's running that shop. And Wednesday's a big day. So I want to thank him for joining us this Tuesday. I mean, he had nothing else to do. So I don't know what that means. But I want to thank you, Robbie. Last but not least, what you got going on, brother?
Well, thank you guys for letting me be here and be a part of this with you. It was super, super fun. Looking forward to it. Even though there's no weekly comic book review this week, which is the biggest show on my channel, we're going to keep on doing what we do. Tomorrow night, I'm doing a special edition of Rock and Robbie Live, so I'll be live on my channel. Thursday night, I'm going live with my homies Jelani and Brooks. We'll be talking about the 90s Street Fighter movie. That's right, because as soon as I sign off here, I'm watching Street Fighter.
Hell yeah.
Movie. Looking forward to talking about it. Friday morning, our Comics Revisited wraps up its season 2 with our Watchmen video. Friday night, I'll be on my channel talking with Dylan from Dylan's Comics. And then Sunday morning, the weekly pop culture wrap up. And Sunday night, the regular Rock and Robbie Live. So we're just going to keep on trucking. But once again, thank you so much for having me. And I like your Kang idea, but I also think this guy is going to be a big deal.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Get into this.
you know what? And that's, I mean, I don't super hot spec, but you know what, Robbie? I'm right with you. Kang is only leading up to that. We can agree to that, right?
Great book.
Oh, yeah.
Kang is only a stepping stone to that.
I love your idea that Kang will show up in Loki. What if he showed up in Loki as, in different episodes, Rama Tut, Kang, and Immortus, and then at the end, you find out that he's one person?
Perfect.
Oof. Beautiful, beautiful. But that's just a stepping stone to the big next bad, which I think it's either going to be him or Galactus. That's what, you know, the people feel like. Right at the same time, are we ready for that? Are we ready?
Yes.
For that?
Are we ready? Who knows?
As long as Galactus isn't just a cloud, we're ready.
Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely getting Fantastic Four before we're getting X-Men. For sure. So we'll definitely see both of those guys before we see
For sure. I like
X-Men.
that.
So, well, I want to thank all of you guys. As you guys know, every Tuesday night, 9 p.m., hopefully next week, I do appreciate all of you for waiting for me. I had some internet difficulties tonight and it cut my hand, as I mentioned earlier, but we're all good. Next week, 9 p.m. Tuesday night, the Comic Book Corner. I don't know what reviews we'll be doing because we don't know what new books are coming out, but we'll read some back issues. We'll talk some spec. We'll do stash or trash, not to worry. So make sure you're here. If you're not here next week, make sure you watch the replay for me. Hit that like button. Leave a comment below if you guys are watching the replay. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Shout out to John. Yeah, as much as I want to show off Kang, I'm going to show off my new Thanos, John. All right? A little beautiful looking Thanos. So love everyone here. For all the 90holics in the chat, YouTube is 90. It's been an incredible week. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you guys next week. And please, if you guys haven't yet, sub up all these guys. Hyde, Highly a Comic Bro, the Conquistador himself, and of course, Rock and Robbie Billups at Pop Culture Philosophers. Thank you for joining us this week. He was a very, very special guest, and we really appreciate your time. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.